Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we'll be doing a full body yoga flow just to help us stretch all our muscles and bodies and get our daily practice in. So to begin, we'll start off with our cross-legged position, eyes closed, hands on our laps. I'm just going to take a few deep breaths as we just settle in, clearing our minds of all our troubles and our worries. Just focusing ourselves right here and right now on the mat. We're still keeping our eyes closed. We're going to bring our chin towards our chest. And we're just going to roll our neck over to the right, bringing our right ear to our right shoulder. And then as we exhale, rolling it over to the left. Just going back and forth like a little seesaw, goes up and down. Then you can bring your head back to center. Place our right hand and right forearm down onto the mat. I'm going to lean over to the right, bringing our left hand up and over our head, reaching as far to the right as we can, as we get a nice little side stretch down the left. Up and coming on to the other side. Left forearm down, right hand up and over, getting a nice little side stretch on our side right ribs. Back up. We're going to twist over to the right, placing our left hand onto our right knee and our right hand behind our backs. We're just going to twist our bodies over and maybe even see if we can look over our right shoulder behind us. Twisting over to the other side, right hand onto left knee, left hand behind us, and just seeing how far back we can look. And with that, you can release. You can meet me in the tabletop position. Hands below shoulders, knees below hips. I'm just going to go into some circular motions around our wrists just to get them nice and warmed up. making some nice big circles with our bodies to go in one direction before changing over into the other. Coming back to stillness, we're going to go through a variation of cat-cow. So taking a deep inhale, we're going to lift our chin and lean forward. Maybe your back toes hover off the mat, going over our wrists. And as we exhale, we're going to move our hips back, bring our feet back down. And as we do, we're going to round our backs out. And then with our fingers, we're going to push our wrists up into like a spider formation. Inhale, placing our palms back down, dipping our bellies, looking up. And then exhale, pushing back, rounding our backs as we lift our palms off the mat. Go into 3 more rounds at your own pace. And on your last one, you can meet me back at a neutral spine. Putting your weight onto the left side, we're going to lift our right hand up, reaching for the sky, taking a nice inhale. And as we do exhale, we're going to thread our hand between our left hand and right knee, and just bring our right shoulder down as we thread the needle. With your left hand, you just spider crawl it forward, stretching it out in front of you. Bring your left hand back, push into another tabletop as we move on to the other side. Left hand reach nice and high, trying to reach to the sky as high as you can. Then as you exhale, threading your needle as you bring your whole upper body down. Coming back into your tabletop, we can straighten our legs out, hovering for a bit in our plank, before lifting our hips up and pushing back into our first downward facing dog. And then from here, you can just walk your dog out, feeling some nice stretches in the back of your legs. And then coming to meet me in stillness. And starting with our right leg, kicking up nice and high for a 3-legged dog. Keeping our leg as straight as we can. Taking a deep inhale. And as we exhale, placing our foot between our hands as we lower our back knee and come into a low crescent lunge. From here, you're going to place your left hand onto your right knee. And if your knees are a little bit sensitive, you might want to put a bit of padding on your left knee just to give it some extra cushioning. As we twist our bodies over to the right, and if you can, lifting your back foot up, gripping with your right hand as you meet me in a crooked monkey. Then releasing your foot, bringing your hands back down. You can meet me back in a plank. And then from here, as you exhale, bringing your knees down to the mat before lowering your upper body and your head all the way down. And placing hands on the mat, just hovering your chest up and off the ground, being in a cobra. And then as you exhale, tucking your toes and coming into your downward facing dog. Left leg going up nice and high, keeping it straight. Exhaling, placing your foot between your hands. Coming back into our low crescent lunge. Holding it for a breath. And then placing your right hand onto your left knee, twisting over to the left. And if you can, maybe reaching over for your right foot. Releasing your foot, coming back into your high plank. Exhale to lower your knees, bring your chest down. Inhale for your cobra. Before exhaling, coming back into your downward facing dog. Great stuff. Going with the right leg again, kicking up nice and high. This time I'm going to bend our knee and stack our right hip onto our left. Coming to a split dog, making your knee the highest point of your body. Holding it for an inhale. Then as we exhale, bring our foot over to our right pinky, placing it just on the outside of the mat. And from here, you can either keep your knee up straight or you can bend it down for a more passive lizard. And twisting over to the right, lifting our right hand up and reaching for the sky for lizard twist. You can bring your hand back down, and if your back knee was lifted, you can lower it down to the mat. We're going to kickstand our left foot out to the side. As you bring our right leg back, you can meet me in an assisted side bridge. Right hand up and reaching for the side. And if you want to go a little bit of a more challenge, you can bring your left foot over to the right for full side plank. Bring your hands back down to mat, come into your full plank. And from here, you can chaturanga down. You can either lower your knees or you can keep it straight this time. If we just lower our full bodies down. As we inhale, you can move back into our cobra. Or if you want, you can lift your hips up into your upward facing dog. Before exhaling, tucking your toes and pushing back into your downward facing dog. Moving on to the other side, left leg going up nice and high, bending our knee and stacking our hips. Holding for an inhale, or exhaling, placing our foot next to our left hand as we come into our lizard. And lifting our left hand up, twisting our bodies as we look to the sky. Bring your left hand back down. Lowering your right knee, kickstanding it out to the side. Kicking our left foot back, coming into assisted side plank. Or if you want, into a full side plank. Bring your hands down to mat. Coming to plank. And then once more, exhaling as we chaturanga down. Inhale for a back bend of our choice. Before exhaling, coming back into our downward facing dog. And then from here, you can just walk your feet forward towards the top of the mat. And you can meet me in a forward fold. Just letting your whole upper body hang heavy, nice and loose. And you're just shaking your head from side to side. And then grabbing your opposite elbows for a ragdoll. And releasing your elbows. Taking an inhale, we're going to a halfway lift. The hands on your shins or your thighs. Keep a nice straight back. Before exhaling back into our forward fold, grabbing the back of our legs and just pulling our chest as close to our knees as we can. Before releasing as we exhale. And then from there, we can just slowly start standing up, fully straight, keeping our chin tucked as we roll our spine up, one vertebra at a time. Letting our head come up last, rolling our shoulders back into our Tadasana. Just holding the pose, feeling nice and grounded, letting your toes grip on the mat. Then raising your hands up above your head, placing your palms together. We're going to do some side stretches. So gently leaning your body over to the right, pushing your hips to the left to counterbalance. This is before standing up straight and bending over to the left. Coming back to center, placing our hands by our sides. We're going to go into our balancing pose. So placing your weight onto your right foot. Going to hover your left foot out and up. And we're just going to gently lean our bodies forward, moving our left leg up, coming into our Virabhadrasana 3, our Warrior 3 pose. Making sure to try and keep your hips nice and square. You try and make like a bit of a T shape, keeping our grounded leg slightly bent to help with the balance. We're just going to hold, finding a spot in front of us just to help with our balance. And gently bring our left foot back down, straightening up as we move on to the other side. The left leg slightly bent, right foot hovering off the mat, and then leaning forward, coming into our T shape. Remember to focus on the breath to help with the balance. Before bringing our right foot back and placing both feet back on the ground. Taking another inhale as we exhale back into our forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And then as you exhale, placing hands back down on the mat as you come to lay on your stomach. full body on the mat. Then you're going to place your forearms out in front of you, fingers out wide, lifting your chest up, pulling your shoulders back. You can meet me in a sphinx. Release, coming out of the sphinx. You can then come and lay on your back, feet out in front of you. And we're going to come into a boat pose. So keeping our upper bodies lifted, legs up. You can either keep them bent or straighten them out as we balance on our hips, really engaging our core with our hands out in front of us. Gently lowering your legs down, bringing your back and head down to the mat. And then from there, we can just hug our knees into our chest, just giving them a nice gentle squeeze, swaying it from side to side. And then you can let your legs and your knees fall over to the left, and then your hands out to the side like a T shape for a nice little belly twist. Making sure you try and keep your right shoulder grounded. Let's just lay in this pose. Lifting our legs up and letting it fall over to the right. Feet back to center. You can place the bottoms of your feet down on the mat and just open your legs out, your knees out to the side for a reclined bound angle. And from there, you can either keep your legs as is, or you can straighten them out in front of you. You come into our final pose, Shavasana. Letting everything relax, and letting our mind drift away as we just let our bodies breathe for itself. Bringing your awareness back to your body, deepening your breath, feeling your chest rise and your ribs expand. Bringing some movements back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe lifting your hands above your head, placing palms together. Just do a nice full body stretch, just like we're waking up in the morning. And you can either turn to your left side or your right, whichever you feel most comfortable with. And you just take note of how you're feeling now and how you felt compared to how you felt in the beginning. Before finally, you can either staying down or you can push yourself up, the seated position, eyes still closed. And you just meditate for a minute, reflecting on how we're feeling. Yeah, and then giving ourselves a little mental tap on the back for looking after ourselves and making time for ourselves. Or finally, gently opening your eyes. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you found some benefits, something you guys can use and incorporate into your daily lives, into your daily practice. And once more, I hope to see you guys again next time on the Yoga Mat.